Welcome to Archiversity online lectures. In this video, I am going to explain you the Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test for two independent samples. This test is also called Wilcoxon-Rank-Sum test for two independent samples, or also called as a Mann-Whitney U-test, Mann-Whitney test, or simply U-test. In SPSS, this test can be carried with two different procedures. So in this lecture, I'll show you how to calculate the Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test using two examples and two different procedures in IBM SPSS statistics. The Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test is a most powerful non-parametric statistical test. So Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test can be used on at least on a ordinal measurement, that is the data from ordinal scale, or above that, that is interval scale or a ratio scale. Now what is that the Mann-Whitney U-test will do is Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test may be used to test whether two independent groups have been drawn from a same population. Now the requirement of data, that is the interval data, is not necessary. However, even if you have interval data also, then also you can calculate the Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test. So here the procedure is that in case of a Mann-Whitney U-test, it examines the medians, that is the medians of a scores or of the distribution for the two samples to determine whether the median of one sample is larger or smaller than the median of other samples. Now here what is that we do is the scores of both the groups, that is group A and group B, are combined and ranked in order of increasing size. That means the smallest score is ranked as a 1, the second smallest score is ranked as a 2, and the highest score is ranked as the highest number. And while calculating these ranks, the Wilcoxon test considers the algebraic sign associated with the scores, that is a positive as well as a negative. In the sense, from a median, if it is a less, then you have a negative score. If it is a greater than the median value, then you have a positive score. So the hypothesis that we are going to test here is that the null hypothesis states that the ranks for the two groups are equal. Alternatively, the null hypothesis may state that there is no difference in the ranks for the two groups, and we can conclude that the samples are drawn from a same population. So here we have two examples. First, I'll show you one example. Now this is a questionnaire which an investment advisor administered among its clients and assessed the data. So here you have items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items are there. We can say that 13 item scale, and each item is measured on a scale of a 5 to 1. So that means the minimum score is a 13 and the maximum score is a 65, that is 13 into 5. So 65 is the maximum score. So here you can say that 5 is a very satisfied, 4 is a satisfied, 3 is a neither satisfied, 2 is a dissatisfied, and 1 is a very satisfied. So this is an ordinal scale. And the investment advisor collected data from two groups. That is, one is passive clients and another is active clients. In the sense, when we say the passive clients, these clients will make an investment or seek investment advice occasionally, whereas the active clients will seek investment advice on a continuous basis. So this questionnaire, that means each respondent is supposed to answer this instrument. So each respondent, let us say case 1 or respondent 1, will score anywhere between 13 and 65. So respondent 2 or case 2 will also score anywhere between 13 and 65. That means we are taking an aggregate or a sum of the responses. And these responses are tabulated in an SPSS sheet. I'll show you. So here is the summary sheet. Just we go to the variable view. Here client, we look at the values because this is important for us. 0 is a passive and 1 is active. So grouping is done as passive and active, like a 0 and 1. So we need to remember this one. This is okay. Then score is given as an aggregate value. Just look at the data view. Here you have a data, client, and the scores. Now to run a Wilcoxon-Mann-Whitney U-test, you go to menu command, there select analyze, and here non-parametric tests, and legacy dialogues. Then go to two independent samples. So here test variable is the aggregate score on a instrument measured on an ordinal scale. Then your grouping variable is the client, because you are grouping them as a 2. So groups are 0 and 1, because in your variable view you saw that these are defined as 0 and 1. Click on continue, and here ManWhitney U-Test is selected by default. Then click exact. Here choose the exact, then click continue. Then go to options. So if you wish, you can have a descriptives, even quartiles also. Just continue, then click OK. So the result is reported in an output document. So here is the result. So total 67 clients participated in this, and then passive clients are 27, active clients are 40, and the median ranks for passive client is 37. For active clients it is a 31. Then you have a test statistics here. So the ManWhitney U-Test test score is 452.50, and asymptomatic significance level is 0.263, and exact total is also 0.26. So based on these significance values, even at a one-tail significance also 0.133, you can conclude that the samples are drawn from a same population. That means there is no difference in the sample populations. That is, the ranks of sample populations are similar. In simple terms, we can say that we failed to reject the null hypothesis. We retained the null hypothesis, which says that the samples are drawn from a same population, or the ranks of a population are same. Now we have a second example here. Now this feedback form is administered among patients who visits a pharmacy store, and for the pharmacy store it has got a pan-India operations, and for this purpose it randomly selected two outlets. One is in a downtown and another one is upcountry. So this questionnaire or the feedback form is administered among the patients who comes to buy medicines randomly. So here it has got a 3, 6 and 8 questions. We can say that 8 item scale or 8 item feedback form, and you have 3 options, 1, 2, 3. So minimum score is 8 and maximum is 24. That means each respondent will be scoring anywhere between 8 and 24. As we have 2 groups, that is downtown and upcountry, and the variable is measured in an ordinal scale, we use a ManWhitney rank sum test or ManWhitney U-Test or Wilcoxon rank sum test for 2 independent samples. This I will explain with a different method. So here is the data. Now again we go to variable view. Just check the variables, how they are defined. 0 as a downtown and 1 as a upcountry. Click OK, and here is the data. Now to analyze this, go to analyze from menu command, then non-parametric test. Here click independent samples. Earlier we went to the legacy dialogues and 2 independent samples. This time we do with the independent samples, and here you have an independent samples. Then click on a fields, then here test fields, customer feedback. You can see here it will accept only 2. One is the ordinal and the second. Nominal scale item is not considered here. So click on this test fields. Then you have a pharmacy location. Click this into groups. So if you observe here, groups will accept all the 3, nominal, ordinal as well as a scale. So click groups here. Then go to settings. Here you have a test, different test, customize test. Choose ManWhitney U-Test for 2 samples. Then test options, you have a probability values. You are checking at a 5% significance level, and missing values we exclude. So fields, objective, then click run. The result is presented in output document. Here is the result. Now the beauty of this way of calculating or running a ManWhitney U-Test is that here the hypothesis test summary is presented to you. So the distribution of customer feedback on an item 3-point scale is the same across categories of a pharmacy stores. This is a null hypothesis, and test is independent samples ManWhitney U-Test. Significance value is 0.79, and this clearly indicates that retain the null hypothesis. When you are saying that retaining a null hypothesis mean it is the scores are same across the categories of a pharmacy stores, that is up country and downtown. It is a same. So here you have a values of Mann-Whitney U test 1152. Then Wilcoxon, just we look at the significance value 0.796, which tells us to retain the null hypothesis. And here you have a graphical presentation. Different graphs are given to you, so this will also help you to understand how actually the ranks are been using a graph. So graphical presentations which will be much easier. So these are the two ways of calculating Wilcoxon Mann-Whitney U test in IBM SPSS. One is that going to analyze the non-parametric test, legacy dialogues, and two independent samples. This is one method. And second is non-parametric test, independent samples. This is the second method. So among these two, I prefer independent samples because it gives you the hypothesis test summary. By looking at this test summary, you can easily know whether to retain the null hypothesis or reject the null hypothesis. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to the lecture.